We ah. God, I love saying that. Make sure my mic's working for once. There we go. We live. All right. Welcome to another episode of Speculation Sunday. In today's episode, I just want to start off by saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. We got Just Ask Danny in the house. Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone or whatever else you celebrate. But I'm glad that everyone's joining us on this holiday, right? We know everyone's with family and stuff, but thanks for joining in.
Yep. Thank you to everybody that's had a big a big holiday and all the people that have time off. I hope you guys get to enjoy it, relax, spend it with your friends and family, and I hope all the people got lots of presents for all the kids and everybody. In today's episode, we are going to do a Q&A, and then we're going to do kind of like a look back at things because our next Speculation Sunday will be next year. It'll be January 1st.
Yep.
Where has the year gone, Danny? I am just like shook, dude. It's crazy. But I'm so proud of everything we've done here on Speculation Sunday. I just want to say a big thank you to you, Danny, because without you, we couldn't have done any of these live streams and brought all the fire and commentary and just amazing speculation, because a lot of stuff we've said and speculated has somehow come true. Maybe not fully come true, but like partially, a lot of stuff has.
Another year of speculation under our belt.
Yeah, I love it. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Stay safe for all the people that are traveling. I know a lot of people travel during this time. But Merry Christmas, everybody. And thank you to the Five Fire community. Big thank you to all the moderators for always keeping the chat fun, clean, and positive. Thank you so much. Thank you for your guys' time. And for everybody joining today, thank you. Because I know a lot of people are out and about, but whoever's here, thank you. And for all the people that can't be here and watch the replay, thank you too. Five fires to you guys. I want to start off today's Speculation Sunday as a Q&A. So whatever questions you guys got, post them in the comments right now, and we're going to try to get to as many as we can. And then eventually down the line, whenever we get to the part of the live stream, we'll go individually in a Knott's, Universal, Disneyland, and we'll talk about the best and our favorite experiences of the year. So we're going to look back on things today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a super chat from Miss Sapphire. Merry Christmas. I can't help myself, but I want to say Merry Chrysler. I don't know where that's from, but I don't know. I just feel like saying it every time I see Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Miss Sapphire 25. Fire. Thank you so much. Let me see. What's up, Arlene? How you doing? We got Real Mouse Media. What is up? We got Rebecca in the house. Merry Christmas to everybody. We got BB Box Brit. Merry Christmas, everybody. Also, we got Rudio. Fire to the Rudio. Dude, Rudio, you the man, dog. Merry Christmas to you both.
Christmas,
Can't wait to see where the fire goes in 2023. Boom. Man, you know what's crazy, Danny? I feel like at this point in time, we really can't look beyond like April because there's so much fire happening in January to March area, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, the After Dark events, the new land opening, Super Nintendo World, Toontown, Mickey and Minnie's, Magic Happens, 100 Celebration, goddamn, and Peanut Celebration. There's just a lot.
Yeah.
NF says, I'm so tired from all the mommy work that goes into Christmas and happy to have speculation to relax now. Man, Danny, did you have any special foods today or yesterday?
What did I have? Well, I actually just so I celebrated with my family like a couple weeks ago. I flew home to meet with them, and because they were gonna travel for Christmas. So I just kind of like made my own stuff at home. I actually made Chinese egg drop soup, like a recipe I learned a long time ago. That was really good. And then just
sounds good.
And I made fresh bread too, which was bomb as well. So
Boom. I had a chance. I went to my girlfriend's parents' house and we had turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes. It was like Thanksgiving all over again. But when we got home, we just, even though I knew everything was closed, we just tried. And there was not much open. And I was like, I'll just cook at home. And I had these Korean barbecue short ribs from Trader Joe's. And I did like vegetable stir fry. That was my Christmas dinner right now. It was bomb, dude. I was shocked. I tell Mystery Bay, I'm like, wish me luck on because I cook a lot. So I was like, wish me luck on this one. I've never cooked the short ribs. I do want to give a word of advice. If you do short ribs from Trader Joe's, thaw them for like 30 minutes because I nowhere near thawed them enough. And I really regretted that. That was a huge mistake. Thaw your food, everybody. Love the Coca-Cola hat, Danny. I never saw any Christmas commercials from this year. Yeah, I don't watch commercials. I was just talking about how much I hate commercials. Uh, Paramount Plus is offering 50% off right now. So you could get Paramount Plus for the year for $50 with no ads. Highly recommend. Paramount Plus has the fire. Big time. So post in the comments, everybody. Let's get Q&A going. Diamond Boy Disney also says, Disney is really pushing so much into the first part of the year. What's in store for the second half? I know, dude, I can't even think that far. It is hard. Do you think there's like a big surprise come summer or end of the year, Danny? I really don't think so. But I have a feeling there's going to be a summer celebration that we've all been wanting for a long time.
yeah, I think we're gonna have some sort of celebration going on, but I don't necessarily know that we're gonna have any new things come out in the summer. We're already getting the Magic Happens parade, and we're getting just the Disney 100 celebration. Hopefully, it brings better things than what the merchandise is right now, but. The essentially are the only thing I could think of is that this is a really big celebration. It's kicking off, by the way, New Year's Eve, so Mondo and I might have a lot to talk about on New Year's Day because Disney's taken over the Dick Clark's New Year's celebration. So who knows what they'll already say, but I think we could potentially get an announcement Disneyland related this year during the Disney 100 that
Wow.
that they wanted to hold back from the expo for just this celebration. So I don't know when. It's probably a little more likely now. I would say that Bob Iger's here, and there's rumors now of Tom Staggs coming back. From the other companies that he's been with. So who knows? There's a lot of changes on the horizon. I feel that we're going to really see some big changes in the parks.
I think it's the leadership side, right, Danny? That's where the big changes could come, and then it would trickle down. It would trickle down.
We are already starting to see some of the tourism fall down a little bit for like Walt Disney World and stuff like that. A lot of people who pushed their pandemic vacations back basically had until the end of this year to use those pushed back vacations. So we'll have to see if 2023 can hold strong on that demand, and whether or not Disney needs to make some big time adjustments to kind of bring those crowds back. One thing we haven't got back, Mondo and my favorite thing at Walt Disney World, is the dining plan. So hopefully 2023 is the year it returns.
I heard there's rumor it's coming back very soon. Dude, I heard it's coming back.
I need the dining plan.
Dude, the dining plan is dirty. We'll talk more about that later on, but the dining plan's dirty at Walt Disney World. Your favorite Christmas movie, Danny?
I like Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Me too. I have to second that. I have to hit the horn. Yeah. It's hard to beat Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, I always watch Jingle All the Way.
What were you gonna say, Danny?
I'll say I always watch Jingle All the Way and Home Alone.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Jingle All the Way, if I'm not mistaken, is not on Disney Plus, and I don't even think Home Alone, the first one's on Disney Plus. There's somewhere else.
It's on. It's only on. Like I don't know. Somehow there's like Stars integration into Disney Plus somehow. So if you have the Stars part of it, then you get Jingle All the Way, but that's the only way to get it on streaming.
Damn.
So
Before I keep going, it's not a Christmas movie, but I started watching it today. Indiana Jones, the original, because it's on Paramount Plus. Indiana Jones, the first 20 minutes goes so hard. I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but just watch it. Indiana Jones 1 is good. It's good. Melissa says, how were the crowds yesterday? It looks like Disney doesn't miss Magic Keys during the first final days of the year. They do not miss Magic Keys. And I think most importantly, for me being at the parks, pack meter was like a solid 7 out of 10. I don't even think it got near an 8 or 9 or 10. But if Magic Keys were involved during this time period, I could see the crowd being terrible and just totally like turned off by it all. So I think Disneyland blocking people out, I understand why they did it. It made total sense to me. And people who did pay the ticket price had a wonderful Disney. It was a beautiful day at Disneyland.
we have to remember
And
too that just real quick, it's not no passes, right? There's still
Dream Key.
Dream Key. There's still quite a few Dream Keys out there. We won't not see Dream Keys until September of next year. So, or maybe even longer, because if someone bought a Dream Key and
I
then
just never used it.
and never activated it, I don't know how long they have until it changes. But there's still many Dream Keys out there. So it wasn't a full no annual pass Christmas season. There were still quite a few Dream Keys out there. So
Yep.
we won't see. I don't even know when we'll ever see a no annual pass holiday season.
Maybe this coming year. You never know. Because the schedule does have blockouts again for December. NF says, what small thing do each look forward to at Disney after blackout dates? I look forward to just being back in a normal Disneyland setting, not a holiday version. I always enjoyed just a regular good old Disneyland, I don't want to say that like Christmas has run on me, but I'm ready to just kind of move on a little bit. Halloween, I could never get enough. But Christmas, I feel like you hit a breaking point. I don't know. Maybe I've got there now. Jen says, will there be a big kickoff for 100 or will it be let down like Walt Disney World's 50th? No, I have a feeling whatever package is coming with Walt Disney World's 100th celebration, because they're going to celebrate it too in Walt Disney World. I feel like they're going to go pretty big for this one. This celebration that they have currently, the 50th, is very underwhelming. It is what it is. But I have a feeling the 100th, they're going to take it to the next level. Disneyland, we already know they're going to the next level and beyond. You couldn't have asked for a better year at Disneyland. And 100th celebration with new fireworks, World of Color, character, outfits, foods, probably some surprises coming to Mr. Lincoln Moments, Philhar Magic. And then to keep it going, we could probably maybe see new entertainment. You never know.
Yeah. They, I think, like I mentioned earlier, Disney 100's taking over Dick Clark's New Year's celebration. So they're kicking it off in New York on the New Year's celebration. They're taking over the entire year. This is going to be very similar to Mickey 90. You're going to see Disney 100 literally everywhere. On cereal boxes, on foods, on cookies, on clothes. Like, it's going to be just everywhere. And not just at Disneyland. It's going to be like Target and grocery stores. It's going to be all over the place.
Any affiliates that like Disney collabs with, the Stony Clovers and Petunia Pickle Bottoms, Hot Topic, Box Lunch, you're going to see 100th everywhere.
Yeah. I remember for Mickey 90, they did collabs with like Gucci and all kinds of things. They're probably I'm sure they're going to do all that again too.
Yeah. We got Bob Perez. Does anyone know if Super Nintendo World is going to have the same food as the one in Japan? They're not. They're going to have something different. We went over it last time, but there are some, I don't want to say they're new items, but they're like modified versions of what they had in Japan coming here. We're going to be finding out very soon. They did announce recently too to the team members that they're going to do a worker preview that's going to be right before pass holder preview, and then the grand opening February 17th. So a lot of fire to come over there at Super Nintendo World. It's going to be incredible. I've never seen Jingle All the Way 2. I don't want to ruin it for myself. Bowman says Bad Santa. What is your guys' favorite Christmas movie? Let me see. I prefer Jim Carrey Grinch. I've only looked at the Grinch as Jim Carrey version. He like became the Grinch.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the Indiana Jones movie. Me too. Me too. Let's see. I'm just reading. Barbara says, I'm planning a trip in February. What do you think about the crowds? I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even get. Can you even attempt to guess at crowds in February, Danny?
Well, February is literally right after the new ride opens, so and the new shows, so it's probably going to be more crowded than what you'd normally see in February for people that are trying to experience that. So I don't think really we know just yet, but I would imagine it's not going to be a typical low crowd February.
Yeah, I would tend to say it's going to be busy because they also sold that $87 ticket, Danny. And that's like that's the game changer for Disney. That $87 ticket, in my opinion, is more important than the freaking Magic Keys because they pack the crowds. When that ticket goes out of $87, it's busy. It's just hella busy. And that ticket usually goes out too when like people have time off or certain like season is coming. And for this case, it's going to be the 100 celebration. The big 100 celebration is kicking off. Any cruises in your future? Yes, I hope to do a Halloween one. That would be my next one. I don't think I could go cruising anytime before that. But maybe 2 years from now, I could go cruising a lot. I would love to take the baby to lots of cruises. Elf, 100%. I haven't seen Elf in a long time. I do remember it being really good, though.
I tried Mondo to last night to watch the Santa Clauses like new series or whatever. I couldn't watch even the first episode.
I couldn't get past the second episode, and people were telling me it was good. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I didn't finish it. I don't care to finish it. I just was like, if I want to see a Christmas movie, Jingle All the Way. Like honestly, Bad Santa like calls my name more than than whatever. What was the movie even called or the show on Disney
the Santa
Plus?
Clauses.
The Santa Claus. I could care less, dude. I tried. Home Alone 1 and 2. They are great. Those are great. Office Christmas Party is a good one too. I've never seen that one. Yeah, Krampus. I was trying to watch Krampus. I don't know where can I stream that. Oh, The Office, like on The Office, yeah. Merry Christmas at Big Black Eye Channel. I'm getting ready for Princess Night. Did you buy any tickets for After Dark events, Danny, or you just don't care? Not these ones.
It didn't really seem like. I mean, it's gonna be cool for people that want to dress up for Princess Night, right? Like they're gonna have that whole royal welcome. So like, it's kind of I'm kind of imagining it like a cruise ship, right, where you walk in and they announce you with like the trumpets and stuff like that. But then David brought up a good point when we were talking about it. It's just like they kind of tout that as like part of the event, but what if you're doing the mix-in? Like how are you gonna get that royal welcome if you're already in the park?
You're not. You gotta walk all the way to the front.
Yeah, you're gonna walk all the way out and walk back in again. So I think people are gonna want to show off their costumes. So it's more for people that like really want to be like dressed up and you know.
I think Princess Night is a fun event to cosplay to.
Yeah,
it's that if you're a cosplayer or you want a Disney bound, dude, that night's calling your name because it's like the Star Wars fans were able to dress up in Star Wars attire and be in Disneyland without getting kicked out. You know what I mean? That's a big draw in itself.
All I know is Mondo and I will be doing Star Wars night as soon as they announce that.
Oh yeah. I want to do Star Wars night. I think I'm only going to do it once this year. 2 times was too much. But I just want to watch the fireworks show again. I actually rewatched the fireworks show on YouTube, and I was like, this was really good. This is really good. Um, all right. I don't see any other questions in here. All right, Danny, let's do this. Let's do a recap of our year here at the theme parks. I want to start off with Knott's Berry Farm. Um, Knott's Berry Farm, I feel like they've had a wonderful year overall. We got to do peanut celebration, boysenberry, summer nights, and it looks like summer nights. This is its last year because it's not on schedule next year. We got to do Scary Farm. We got to do Merry Farm. Overall, what was your favorite season of the year, and what were your highlights of Knott's Berry Farm 2022?
I really liked Boysenberry Festival this year. I loved I think it was called Boysenberry Lane, like in the back. That they used the basically the Scary Farm edition as like a new Boysenberry like edition on the back end. I thought that was really cool. Fun little like extra place to have some additional food, additional dining. They had that photo op with what's his name? I forget his name. The miner dude.
Oh, Whittles.
Whittles, yeah, I remember he had the blueberry or boysenberry like on his face because he just ate a bunch.
Yeah, he also had like spider webs. I think a Spooky Farm.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I liked Boysenberry Festival. I think like for Knott's, like that's always when they shine. That and Scary Farm. I just really wasn't feeling Scary Farm this year. It just wasn't. It wasn't a vibe for me. You know what I mean? So I really do hope they sell the passes again. I had a pass this year, which didn't get as used as much as I wanted to because no one else I knew had a pass.
I know it almost made it like you didn't have a pass because you're gonna go by yourself every time.
I know. So I hope they sell it this year, and I hope we can all get it because I feel like they should sell it, right? Because they didn't have as nearly as high of attendance.
If there's ever a time to sell a freaking season pass to Scary Farm, it's this coming year. It's the 50th.
Yeah.
They're supposedly going to go pretty big and have lots of. There's going to be a lot of stuff you want to do many times, like keep going back and experiencing everything they have to offer for the Scary Farm.
Yeah, I feel like Summer Nights, though, hit really well. They had some really cool stuff for Summer Nights. They had, Merry Farm was just as good as it always usually is. Like I said, just wasn't feeling Scary Farm really this much this year. And I'm just looking forward to like 2023 with the new additions coming to Knott's, as well as Boysenberry
The new
Festival.
ride, Montezuma.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. Looking back at Knott's Berry Farm, like the Big Black Eye channel has said, entertainment has been A plus all year long from Knott's Berry Farm. They have been doing a great job from Peanut Celebration till Merry Farm now. I have to say, now that I've watched it, like I think I'm on my fourth time watching it now. Snoopy's Night Before Christmas, it hits really hard. I love it. It makes me not even miss the old show. The first time I watched it, I wasn't so won over by it, but it was the literal first time they showed it to the public. It was like a preview for like a media event.
Yeah.
But I feel like those performers are like seasoned and they're just so expressive in their movements. And it's just a beautiful show. The music is great. I always think to myself, I can't believe this is like a 30-minute show. It always goes so fast for me. But Merry Farm, I feel like has supplanted itself as just an incredible event. Merry Farm has so much to offer from the entertainment and with all the shows, the music that they do. There's a lot of musical stuff that they do throughout the whole theme park. The foods have been quite incredible at Knott's Berry Farm. For the most part, they've all been home runs. To me, I think Merry Farm is like the standout celebration this year at Knott's Berry Farm. Scary Farm, I had a lot of fun, but I don't know. I just feel like I just didn't connect with it as much as I wish I would have. Mm-hmm. But, there's always next year. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming next year. So
I feel like it used to be like our top tier event, right? Like we would just
Dude, we go to Scary Farm a lot.
yeah,
We
like
love
we would go
Scary
all the
Farm.
time, and I just really wasn't like feeling the vibe to go this year, and I don't know if it was like the staffing that just made it kind of feel different. Even the hollow didn't feel the same. Um, the you know I'm sad that Mondo didn't get to experience Pumpkin Eater all that much now that it's gone. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy that next year we're just not there's not going to be Pumpkin Eater anymore. Although that's a really awesome space that's like covered and pretty much stays up year round since when it was Pumpkin Eater. So I'm excited to see what it turns into for the 50th because it's a great space for them to just really we'll probably see, as Mondo continues to cover Knott's Berry Farm with updates, you'll probably see work starting on that probably within the first of the year because
I
they've
wouldn't
got
doubt
that,
they
they've
start in
got that,
January, dude.
yeah, they've got that space all year to do
They got to
whatever they
get
want.
they got to get Pumpkin Eater out of there.
Yeah, it's been there for a while, so it's probably really stuck in there.
You know, Bowman said the Scary Farm live stream with Timmy Two Beers was fantastic.
I was watching that. I was watching
Freaking,
that.
I was just with Tim a little bit ago. I love you, Tim. Um, I wish I could speculate on Scary Farm and wherever they take things, but they do original houses, so it's not. I have no clue. I have no clue. I've said it before. I really wish it's a total like curveball, but if Scary Farm could team up with Netflix and have Netflix properties come to life at Scary Farm with Netflix budget, Scary Farm will destroy. They will do so incredible. A Stranger Thing interpretation of Scary Farm. It would be so dirty. I don't know where that. I feel like Nas will figure out a ton of space to bring Scary Farm to life, or Stranger Things to life in a Scary Farm version. It would be insane.
Right.
They could bring Fear Street. They could bring a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's a Netflix property that could come to life at Scary Farm. I feel like that would be a great way to introduce IPs back into Scary Farm because they used to do IPs. But I feel like to me, Mary Farm has been incredible, top to bottom. It's amazing. One thing I'm kind of surprised, and I don't really hear the topic very much at Knott's Berry Farm. I don't say this to be mean, but nobody really misses Fiesta Village all that much. It's been
Well,
down for a long time.
let's go
Uh,
ahead and
you know what I mean?
let's go ahead and put the purge horn out there, Mondo. Let's just start off this like we're talking about knots so much. Let's just start off with knots. So
Yeah, we're just gonna start off with nothing. Let's go.
but I sent Mondo a few pictures. Obviously, there's a lot coming to knots this year. We've got Montezuma's Revenge. We have the all new Fiesta Village, and of course, a lot of people keep forgetting, but we got the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel renovation and redo. It's all looking very modern, all looking very like the hotel kind of reminds me of like Great Wolf Lodge a little bit, a little bit. It's got that vibe to it.
Yeah.
Um, but the Fiesta Village, I don't know, Mondo. I saw somewhere in the chat here, someone said, "What's your final verdict on the pizza brewery place that's over in Charles or what is it, Memory Lane?" Um, so like if based on the quality of the food that's being offered there, do you have high hopes for the new offerings they're going to bring to Fiesta Village?
Totally do. Totally do. Knott's Berry Farms Prop Shop Pizzeria. That's what it's called. It's still really good. From the first day I actually went there. I think yesterday or the day before. It's still really good. I love Prop Shop Pizzeria. It's a great meal plan. I think if I paid $16, it's on the hefty side. That's a lot of money for a slice of pizza and a salad. But as a meal plan and as an annual pass holder, I love it. I love Prop Shop Pizzeria. Prop Shop Pizzeria is in my top 3 of considerations of things I want to eat on every visit. The pasta is really good. They have Alfredo Bolognese, and I know Mystery Bay loves when I say Bolognese, but they have Alfredo Bolognese, and there's like one more option, and the chicken Alfredo is like the standout for the pasta in my opinion. But it's been good. Jesse says, "Can you cover Knott's hotel update?" So I have taken a step back from Knott's a little bit, and then focused my time into like Disney and Universal. Uh, I'm going back into the focus of Knott's Berry Farm, and I really want to cover all the big changes that are happening because there's quite a bit with Fiesta Village, most importantly. But yes, the Knott's Hotel will be covered here on Five Fires YouTube. Knott's will be on my agenda a whole lot more. And to bring up the pictures that Danny's talking about, let me show you guys.
I sent you some more too.
Yeah, I put them on my Instagram right now. Look at that, Danny. Damn. So this hotel renovation, I think they're with the expectation that they want it up and running this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it's a big change to the hotel. I mean, the hotel really is kind of sat pretty much unchanged for quite a while. So seeing these they're planning to invest like millions of dollars really into this new hotel is or renovated hotel is really awesome. It's going to be a full overhaul. It looks like even the restaurant space, I'm seeing like some more of an outdoor space here that didn't really exist before. It sort of has the same look as kind of the way they changed the Knott's Chicken Dinner restaurant a little bit. Mm-hmm. If you kind of pick up that vibe, it's got that kind of wood stone feel to it. So it's very on brand with kind of the whole look of Knott's right now in general.
And then to keep it going, look at that. My gosh. That's the update that I'm talking about, Fiesta Village. None of that exists right now. I guess Jaguar and the rides, but the layout of like, there's a new restaurant. There's just, let me zoom in. The big area that's kind of going to be the game changer is in the up top left right there. All that. Papa Loca disappeared. There's just a lot going on in this picture. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. I feel, we've mentioned it before, that Knott's, there's been this rumor that Ghost Town Alive might extend all the way out there to Fiesta Village. So Ghost Town Alive could be bigger than we've ever seen it before next year. You know what I mean? Or 2 years from now, I guess, because we have to wait for the construction to finish. But it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And then there's one more picture. It's this one. I hope I could record whenever this ride opens, but this is Montezuma. It's a whole new ride. We still don't have much info on what to expect, other than it's going to be like a random launch sequence. You could actually start the ride going backwards, or you could start the ride going forward. So it's going to be pretty cool. But Knott's 2023 is going to be fire. It's going to be real fire.
Yeah, and the changes to Fiesta Village overall look really good. I like that they're kind of updating some of the things outside of like Jaguar. They're not forgetting it, right? Like it looks like from what we see, Jaguar's getting like a paint job, some new items to kind of make the area, some new plants, things like that. And they're adding a bunch of decorations to the back half of Fiesta Village, where like La Revolucion is, and like the pirate ship and all that stuff. So it just looks really colorful and really nice. Definitely will step that area up a little bit compared to like the kind of vibe that it has for like a fair a little bit. It has a little bit of a county fair vibe in that part of Fiesta Village right now. But which doesn't really match like how well themed Knott's Berry Farm is. So this is, I think, going to really bring it all in. With kind of the way that they've themed everything else. So
it's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine when all this kind of becomes Christmas themed too. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Some Christmas foods, Christmas entertainment. It's going to be cool. Maybe it all gets involved in Halloween time. I know a lot of people have been wanting Halloween at a Fiesta Village, You never know. We could get another Scary Farm house out there too.
Yeah. One thing I am seeing right now in this picture is a lot more seating that they didn't have, which they need, and especially in that area. You know, the restaurant, the cantina that was there before, like just really didn't have any seating, to be honest. Like all that much anyway. There was just kind of like the big kind of space right in front of where the arcade games, the boardwalk games are there, and not as much like around the fountain like I'm seeing here. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. All right, well, that's it for Knott's Berry Farm. That's it for Knott's Berry Farm. Let's transition into I almost say Super Nintendo world. Let's talk about Universal Studios Hollywood. Ah, let's do it. All right, Universal Studios Hollywood. I feel like it's been a great year. Um, the beginning of the year, I feel like everything has been leading into Halloween Horror Nights. I feel like Halloween Horror Nights is the biggest highlight of Universal Studios Hollywood this year, uh, mainly because they started construction in February, dude. It was crazy to see that. And it really paid off big time for Universal Studios Hollywood with the amount of like crowd and sold out dates that they had for Halloween Horror Nights, and then the product that they provided, the level of intensity they provided from all the scare zones and houses. It was just great. To me, like, there's a lot of other good stuff that happened throughout the year at Universal Studios Hollywood, but
Right.
I feel like Halloween Horror Nights is just a highlight for me. It was just incredible. Um, what was like your top things out of Universal Studios Hollywood, Danny? Just overall.
Definitely Horror Nights this year was amazing. I had such a fun time when I went. It was such a great event. It's fun the entire night, like just tons of fun. And then I would just say like um, I didn't do Grinchmas or any of the holiday stuff, but I would say for sure just in general the park just felt really like on its game this year, like, and they're leading up to it, and then all the rumors of everything that's coming. We've got not only Super Nintendo World, not really a rumor at this point, but the we have Animal Actors closing, we have the special effects show closing, making way for potentially a roller coaster. I had a Universal Studios survey that now asked me about like things happening on the lower lot. So like, do we see changes coming to Mummy? Do we see changes coming to Transformers? Like, what do we see here? Like, if Super Nintendo World is wildly successful, is there a future for Transformers to even be there? You know what I mean? So I know we have a new Transformers movie coming out, but
We've
I
had
don't
lots of Transformer movies come out since this ride, and the ride hasn't changed. I'm shocked by that. Like, I'm truly
know.
shocked. Uh, what was your highlight of the year at Super Nintendo World?
Universal.
Or sorry, God, I almost feel like Super Nintendo World is just like the theme park, but it's not.
No, it was
Universal.
definitely Horror Nights for sure. Definitely Horror Nights.
All right, what was your top houses again, if you can remember?
Um, yeah, no, I definitely my number one house was for sure Universal Monsters Legends Collide. I just thought it was a lot of fun. And then the weekend for number two for me, and then probably three. Um, I would say La Llorona probably, just because of like the indoor outdoor scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I really liked Monsters or Legends Collide. I thought it was really fun.
love
Uh,
Legends Collide.
it had great like artistry inside, and like it just was a fun walkthrough. Like I could have gone through that like 5 times.
Yeah, yeah. There was Halloween Horror Nights had a lot of like repeatability. Uh, I think the only one that kind of grew on me where I was like, I'm okay on this one was Universal Horror Hotel. But that was just because I did it too many times. And then I had a really good walkthrough at Killer Clowns. And I was like, a lot of people kept saying that they had bad walkthroughs. I never went back to Killer Clowns. I was like, I want to keep Killer Clowns as like a good maze in my head. I don't want to ruin it for
Uh,
myself.
uh,
um, I do want to
crowds,
say real quick,
crowds
or what
were
we're gonna say, Daddy.
insane. I was just gonna say crowds were insane this week at Universal.
Yeah, yeah. Universal during Christmas season, it's insane. The Grinch, he has had a 2 hour to 3 hour line like every day,
Yep.
every almost every day in December. It seems like the Grinch is hella popular, man. He's I. Do you think there's a character at the other theme parks that could demand a 2 3 hour wait? Like if you put him in like a meet and greet like the Grinch.
Um, I feel like if Mandalorian and Grogu had like an actual meet and greet where you can wait in line for it and like
Yeah,
interact
like
with them.
kind of like the Princess Hall, like how you have like this, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
backdrop and
Like if
whatever.
there was a place for people to wait for Mandalorian and Grogu to like guarantee they'd have interactivity with him, a picture with him and Grogu. I feel like it'd be the same for them as well, but he's just walking around, so you kind of just have to hope you get it, kind of thing.
I feel like Spider-Man could maybe have a crazy ass line. Like if you had this like solidified big backdrop Spider-Man room, I feel like Spider-Man would have a 1 hour, 2 hour wait. He's so popular. I don't know who else could demand a huge wait at Disney.
Someone else said Thanos.
Oh, you know who would? Mickey Mouse. Because when Mickey Mouse had that awesome meet and greet at his house, that was always 2 hours. 1 to 2 hour. Mickey Mouse for sure. And when Toontown reopens, if they do that meet and greet still, which I don't know if they are or not, that will have 2 hour wait. Easy. Without even thinking about it. But the Grinch, he is like the most popular character ever during this holiday season. I do want to say I got a super chat on the Venmo at the Cali Bay. I did get this one yesterday, and I did not want to miss out on today. So I hope you're watching. But it was Gregory Chambers. Merry Christmas. Thank you for sharing your park experience for those of us who can't be there. Greg and Becky, I want to give you guys 5 fire. Greg and Becky, thank you so much. I appreciate your kindness. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you. I apologize I wasn't able to get to that one yesterday, Greg and Becky, but thank you. Brian says Jack Sparrow. You think Jack Sparrow could demand a big one?
Not that long of a wait. He had a line when he had a dedicated meet and greet on Tom Sawyer's Island, but and it was popular, but it was never that long.
Yeah. So. Oh, Voldemort would probably have a long line. If they had a sick ass like a room dedicated to Voldemort, oh my gosh, that would be nuts. I want to ask the chat because I'm curious to hear other people's opinion. Do you guys have any other character at either Knott's or Disneyland or even Universal Studios itself that could demand a 1 to 2 hour wait? Is there any other character you guys could think of that could demand such a high wait? I think you're right though on the Mandalorian. He would probably have a humongous wait. Yeah, especially with the show coming back very soon. Unless I just want to throw it out there, unless the Mandalorian Grogu hype's just dwindling. They're taking too long. Yeah, Steamboat Willie and Sorcerer Mickey. Just Mickey and his house in general was always 1 hour to 2 hour wait. Always. I remember that. I waited that line one time with my friend's daughters. It was brutal wait. I couldn't believe my eyes. But Universal as a whole, I feel like they've done a wonderful job this year. I'm trying to think if like did you have any like highlight food items, Danny, or anything from like either Universal or Knott's Berry Farm that like really stood out to you this year?
Gosh. I'm trying to think. There was some at the Boysenberry Festival. They had like there was like the little pie. Remember the little like the mini pie thing?
I remember that. That was good.
Super good. That was really good. Universal, not really. They didn't have like anything stand out. I mean, they have their standard stuff, you know what I mean? They don't have like anything that was special other than like that pretzel that we got during like
Yeah, hey, the pretzel's still fire at Universal. The big
still
pretzel,
the big
it's,
pretzel.
it's really good.
Yeah, super super good. Did you see Mondo? Have you had a chance yet to cover the Super Nintendo World land reservation system kiosk that popped up?
Yeah, I showed him. I showed him in my last video. But today they put a sign that said reservation system. So a lot of people are saying X-Men would have a big long line.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
but we don't have X-Men. Luke Skywalker would probably be pretty crazy. The one that I feel if he came out tomorrow, Powerline Max would have a long ass wait. It'd be crazy.
Yeah,
He's probably the number one character if he was to come out again.
yeah. I mean, they in '90s night they had pretty long waits. What?
90s night, you literally waited 3 of your 4 hours of the event to meet Powerline Max, and
Yeah.
people did it. I watched. I couldn't believe my eyes. I remember that day. It'd be crazy. Angie LA says the gumbo with frog legs. I did try it. I don't want to say I loved it or nothing, but it was like a 3 fire for me. I don't want to eat it again. Every time I try frog, I don't know. It just like it doesn't. It doesn't like. Oh, that was so good. Like I never have that thought in my head. We
Mhm.
got Jansen with the super chat. Oh my lanta, let me hit that purge horn. Jansen on the Venmo. Thank you so much. He says, Happy Christmas, Mondo and Danny. Jansen, hope you had a wonderful holiday season, brother. Can't wait to see you and hang out again, man. Let me see. And then Jessica, too. We did get a super chat from her on the Venmo as well. Jessica dropped a twin. Merry Christmas to help towards Disneyland. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kindness. Fire. Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
Jessica.
Um, Mondo could have a 1 hour too. I wish. Oh, you know who would have a 1 hour, 2 hour wait? Maribel. She did have a 1 hour, 2 hour wait.
Yeah.
She would have 2 hour wait if Disney cuts it off though, without a doubt. When Encanto was in their prime, like with everything going on in TikTok and the music, yeah, she was super popular. That's a good one. Um, but at Universal, I really can't think of a standout food item, Danny, where I was like, that was so good. The only thing I could honestly say where I was kind of blown away, if you get a full Luigi's pizza, so you get like a fresh pizza just out of the oven, it's incredible. That's in Simpsons Land. Luigi's is the pizza spot in Simpsons Land. That and Three Broomsticks are still my go-to. Those are probably the only places I eat at. And hopefully Toadstool Cafe, whenever that opens. But yeah. Ernesto de la Cruz. Dude, do you think we're in Universal right now? We're in Universal. We'll get into all those in a little bit. So to talk about Super Nintendo World, Danny, um, we know they're doing reservation system. We know they're doing an annual pass holder preview. What do you expect from the opening weekend? Since a lot of the information will be out there already, the ride will be public. All the interactions with Power Band will all be kind of public pretty much. The food will all be blogged. Do you think they kind of save any surprises or anything or opening day maybe like face characters come or not face character uh maybe like movie stars come or something, you know what I mean? Because we do have the movie debuting soon.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Maybe they have the movie actors coming to the land for like the ceremony with the media, the invited guests. But this is pretty similar on par to stuff that they've done in the past for Jurassic World. I mean, the ride was open for weeks before it actually had its official opening, even with the celebrities and stuff. So we had already all been on it, and it probably would even have been longer had Jurassic World not had so many problems. Same with Secret Life of Pets. That ride was open for so many days, like before it had its grand opening. It was just at that point, it was just basically open all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like Super Nintendo World is going to be the same way. I feel like Universal really likes that method because it lets people kind of do it and experience it, and and then they don't have to have the rush of everyone trying to come on opening day. People will still come on opening day, but
I feel
a
like
lot of people
Universal
are coming.
likes that. The
Yeah,
whole kind of deflate the opening day hype. Not that it's in a bad way. It's just it's less nuts. I
I
can't
agree.
wait to just see this like Congo line all head to the lower lot February 17th. It's just going to be insane. But I'm excited. Before we move on from Universal Studios Hollywood, I don't think I've said this yet on Speculation Sunday or YouTube. I've heard rumblings. And I want to get Danny's opinion on all this. I've heard rumblings that there's a possibility. We all know they're going to do Lunar New Year. That's going to be. I hope they do it bigger. Or I don't want to say bigger. I hope they go back to like 2018 Lunar New Year because they were on fire. Lunar New Year was amazing at the Plaza at Universal Studios Hollywood, where they brought out characters. They had Ping's Noodle House. They had like shows and stuff. It was just really cool photo ops too for Lunar New Year at Universal. But there's been rumor that they could possibly bring Mardi Gras to Universal Studios Hollywood. As far as I know, I don't ever recall them celebrating Mardi Gras, but that would be awesome because I have done Mardi Gras foods and the parade in Orlando, and I loved it. Mardi Gras, it's a great event in Orlando. So if they could bring any inspiration or heart from the event over there here, that'd be a great addition to just the lineup that Universal brings all season long. The other rumblings that I have heard, and this is speculation, take it with a grain of salt, that Dark Arts might return. And if you're like, what the hell's Dark Arts? Dark Arts is a show, it's a projection show on the castle that involved drones. And it as the name implies, Dark Arts. It involved Voldemort, it involved the dark side of magic in Harry Potter land. But I heard that Dark Arts could return with Death Eaters, Halloween Horror Night Death Eaters. That would break the internet. Once again, Universal just taking it to another level. I heard that that's a possibility. I don't know when this event could come, from January to June, somewhere in their range. But I feel like if they do those kinds of things, Universal's going to just be a all year round thing for next year. January to December, dude. There's just something happening. What are your thoughts on that one, Danny?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Dark Arts come back. It was so weird that we just got it that one year and then it kind of never came back again. I know the drones were kind of a logistical nightmare for them just on how windy it gets on the Hollywood Hills right there. And the park being on such a high cliff itself, so it's just a logistical, feat for them, but it's a really cool effect once they can get it to work. And it definitely amazed a lot of people and was super, super fun. We all had a really fun time doing that show and event that they had going on. And adding the Death Eaters in the land would just be such a cool thing. It'd be like a full takeover of all the Death Eaters, kind of sort of like movie 7, where they're like the school's been kind of destroyed and that's the vibe of it, really. Like,
Yeah.
Hogwarts is kind of like, burning, and it's
Let
like,
me play this
well,
one real quick, Danny.
yeah.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light.
This is so dirty, bro. Can you believe that, dude? They freaking dropping drones out here. And it moves. That was the crazy part about this show. The drones move. That was so crazy. Dude, Dark Arts, they spent some millions of dollars on that Dark Arts, dude. That wasn't cheap. That for sure was not cheap.
And it'd be cool if they did another event for it again, because I really had a lot of fun.
I would sign up for it right away. If they did an After Dark event for Dark Arts, maybe that's how it comes, Danny, and that's how they do Death Eaters. What was After Dark event?
What? Someone asked what year was that? It was 2019, right?
Damn. It says 3 years ago. April 30th, 2019.
Yep, I remember.
Wow, that's crazy. That was dude. That Dark Arts, I remember, and they had a wand that was specific to Dark Arts. It was just incredible. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was really cool. I hope they bring stuff back like that. We're going to see a lot of changes. I feel like at Universal Studios, with all the shows going away, and potentially even the Kung Fu Panda Theater. Like, there's so many things that are like up in the air. Universal has to get ready for the Olympics, which are only at this point, 5 years away. So any changes that are pretty major, they need to get started on right away in order to make those deadlines. So who knows what we'll see. I'm hoping they really bring their game again too for Halloween Horror Nights next year. I would love to see a little moment for the Death Eaters, like they have in Orlando, where like the Death Eaters shoot like fireworks into the sky.
I know, it's so good.
Because it was really cool to see how they did it for us, but it was just kind of like a walkthrough. Like they were just there, and
like a scare zone. It was a scare zone.
Yeah, it was like a scare zone kind of thing. They did like this really cool thing where it looked like they apparated away and or apparated there. So it was super cool. And it definitely gave like the Nocturne Alley vibes, when you're walking down that back corner. So it was a lot of fun, and I would love to see them expand that for Halloween Horror Nights next year somehow.
I feel like if there was a Dark Arts After Dark event, it would sell out. Especially the fact that they have Death Eaters now. Shoo! I never looked at it that way. If they could have like an annual Dark Arts event, Daddy, all the Harry Potter fans are going to come in the bunches. All the Halloween Horror Night fans are going to come in the bunches. Dude, it'd just be sick. It'd be a sick event. I never looked at it as an After Dark event, but that's how they do it. If they do it, it would be an After Dark event. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk Disneyland. So Disneyland, incredible year. I can't say nothing but good things about Disneyland. From January now to December, we're almost at the end of the year. They've done a wonderful job. To me personally, I feel like the reservation system has been great. I have nothing to complain about this year. The Magic Keys, I'm thankful they offer them. And overall, the fact that they finally went to full-on entertainment, I feel like Disneyland is back to where it was pre-pandemic. I truly feel like it feels like Disneyland felt in their prime, which was 2019. And they're about to go to the next level come 2023 with all the stuff coming of the 100th and beyond. But I want you to talk about what were your top highlights of Disneyland this year, Danny?
There were some big changes that we saw this year. Melissa brings up a big one in the chat. Like, it was a big deal, was interactivity with the characters once again.
I know.
We had the parks open for over a year, and characters were all at a distance. And with characters coming back, being able to interact with young kids, and kids at heart.
That was a big moment to hug a character again. Just high five a character.
So that was a big deal. I think that the only big fail this year has been maintenance. Maintenance, and I would say Genie Plus, right? ride maintenance is continuing to be a big problem at Disneyland. Rides are just running in really bad, poor show. It's something that Disney used to really care about, but it seems like they're caring about it a lot less. I don't know if that was a Chapek thing or what, but um, I think that's a dangerous path for Disney to go down, because we went down this path before, in the 90s and early 2000s, and it led to a pretty serious accident, including a death, on Big Thunder Mountain. So I, um, I wouldn't want to see Disney go back to that way. I think they need to prioritize guest safety like they say they do, and make sure the attractions are in show condition, are safe, and they're being maintenance. It just goes to show, like, I personally won't even ride Pirates of the Caribbean because I don't want to get stuck on it. And the fact that I even have to say that, the fact that it's breaking down that often to where I won't even go on it because I don't want to get stuck on it, is a problem. You know what I
You know
mean?
what breaks down like twice a day? It feels like Thunder Mountain.
I mean,
And
yeah,
pre-pandemic, I feel like Thunder didn't break down like that.
yeah. There's a lot of attractions. Grizzly River Run, it's consistently down. Um, Big Thunder Mountain goes down a lot. Indiana Jones was always down. Pirates of the Caribbean, at least down once a day. At least down once a day. And when Pirates of the Caribbean goes down, that's not a quick return for the guests on and the guests waiting to go on it again.
Yeah.
So I would say let's hope 2023 brings with it a new CEO, Bob Iger, back in place. Hopefully some better maintenance on the attractions and the show thing, especially with the Disney 100. Maybe that unlocks, a better budget for that kind of stuff. But overall, I agree with you. I think they've had a great year, 2023. We saw the return of a lot of things. The Christmas season really felt like Disney was firing all cylinders, and the money was worth it. Like the tickets felt worth, like,
Easily. This holiday
yeah,
season, ticket
all
price
the
is worth it.
entertainment that you had available, especially like at California Adventure, even too, it has just been phenomenal, and it's just going to keep getting better with like the all new nighttime spectaculars. Let's hope they're really phenomenal. We've got the Magic Happens parade coming back, which is just a fire parade. Like, it's that you're going to watch that over and over again. So many people are going to watch that all the time. It's really going to help
And
disperse
they're going to
the.
watch it twice a day, not just the
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, so I just feel like that's the only thing. Like Genie Plus too, um, I feel like Genie Plus just continues to be the other negative for the year. It's just not a premium product, and it's being offered as a premium product, and it's not. It's not a premium product. So, yeah, Diamond Boy Disney said Rise breaks down a lot. It does, but um, I feel like when Rise breaks down, it's like not as big of a deal as like when Pirates breaks down. Like, you have to understand, like when Pirates breaks down, there's no like let's reset everything. Like they literally have to physically get in the water and like push the boats. It's a big pain in the butt. So, but yeah, no, Rise of the Resistance does break down a lot. There was a point when Incredicoaster was breaking down a lot too, but that doesn't seem to be happening. Yeah, that's bad.
Incredicoaster. Uh,
So,
let me see. What was your biggest highlights of Disneyland this year, Danny? For you personally?
um, gosh, I would just say like we had some return of some really good food. I would say like the like I really enjoyed everything going on for the holidays at California Adventure. I loved the stuff at Paradise Garden Grill. I just feel like we got some really good foods back. We didn't have it right at first when the parks first reopened, and then they kind of were slowly rolling things out. But I felt like we got a good return of foods, and then just having the park feel a little bit more normal. Having the different kind of like social distancing things removed, the characters going back the way they were, shows coming back, the Lion King show over in Fantasyland Theater, just like all the things kind of coming back, right, that used to be closed. It just, I think, was overall just contributed to an awesome year.
Yep. And Disneyland. Was this the year that the trams came back, or was that last year?
I think it was this year that the trams came
God, it
back.
feels like so long ago now. Yeah. That big black guy channel says Phantasmic and World of Color are his highlight. Let me ask everybody in the chat, what's your guys' biggest highlight of your season or year at Disney? In specific, we're talking about Disneyland right now. So, what was your guys' biggest? You make a good point, Danny. I feel like I don't know. I can't remember specific times, but I feel like there was a notion that the food was just terrible at Disney. Like it wasn't the same anymore. And I feel like the notion has turned back into Disney's serving up great dishes everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't mind eating at Disneyland again. I'll still say it. Carnation Cafe, River Bell, Blue Bayous, they're still struggling.
Yeah.
I will not eat there. I don't care.
Riverbell Terrace is probably like the worst. Like literally the
Dude, they're just struggling, dude. It's a
Yeah.
struggle bus. Maybe things change with the 100th,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, there's
like
some great options out there. Like Mondo went with me to Tangaroa Terrace.
I
People
love
forget,
Tangaroa Terrace. That was great.
yeah, Hearthstone Lounge at the Grand Californian, the Craftsman's Bar and Grill. Those are all phenomenal places that have just these awesome rotational menus that everyone forgets about. So
Let me see.
I saw someone else put here too in the chat. Um, someone said, "I hope Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway doesn't break down as much." I hate to break it to you, but at Walt Disney World, it breaks down a lot. But I mean, it's a ride that they can
Hey,
recover.
we have a building, and they put a lot of effort into everything logistically for our ride. So maybe it runs a lot better. It runs a lot better. I have
Let's
high
hope.
hopes for Toontown.
Yeah, it can. The nice part is whenever it did go down, it would come back up relatively quickly. You know what I mean? Like when I was there and it broke. Like we went in line for the attraction when I went just this last few months ago, and it broke when we were in line. So then they gave us a pass to come back, and then it kind of broke again when we were in line a second time. But then it was able to be repaired like in the moment. They didn't have to like make everyone leave.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for food though, at Disneyland side, you have Plaza and Chicken, which is definitely my number one highlight. Jolly Holiday has come back strong. Lots of great offerings at Jolly Holiday. Ronto Roaster is still really good. I could care less about Docking Bay 7. Nothing ever calls my name in there. The Hungry Bear, I honestly really enjoy Hungry Bear. I'm never disappointed with Hungry Bear. And honestly, that's all you need. Those are like the top. The one place I haven't been back to, and I just haven't cared to go back to, Danny, is Red Rose Tavern. I feel like Red Rose Tavern doesn't even exist on my radar. Like when I want to eat, I don't know. I just haven't cared. I don't even know the last time I got the gray stuff. When's the last time you ate at Red Rose Tavern, Daddy?
it's been a while.
It's been a while, dude. It's been a while. And you know one place that I feel I'm just looking through my memory bank right now. One place that kind of didn't hit as hard as I thought it was going to do is Troubadour Tavern. I bet you there's a lot of people in the chat. What the hell is Troubadour Tavern? Troubadour Tavern is where the baked potatoes are.
Right.
For some reason, it just didn't hit. It didn't come back with like a tenacity that I thought it was going to. Because everybody wanted their baked potato. I missed the baked potato. And then it comes back, nobody cared. Nobody cared about the baked potato.
There were a couple misses with restaurants like Mondo was saying, Riverbell Terrace. In my opinion, Blue Bayou, people are saying in the chat when that came back, that did not hit. And the fact that there's no free bread at Blue Bayou and it's like a 5-star restaurant, like, 5-star pricing anyway, that's crazy to me. But there's a lot of things that like people miss from the old menu too. And
Galactic Grill is pretty fire too. I'm gonna throw that there.
Yeah. We actually another thing that happened this year is we got Carthay Circle back, the actual restaurant.
Yeah, I still haven't been there. I haven't.
Yeah,
I just haven't. It
it's a
hasn't
little
called
bit
my name enough,
confusing.
Danny.
It's a little bit confusing because they got Carthay Circle al fresco dining, which is not good, and then Carthay Circle the restaurant, which is phenomenal. But most people do al fresco and think it's the same thing, but it's just not. So
Hey, do you think the Magic Key Lounge is open right now? That's kind of awkward. I bet you right now they're like, "Hey, whoever wants to eat here and get drinks, just come on down. We ain't
yeah,
saying no to nobody."
the Magic Key Lounge actually has a really decent menu.
I
It's
don't
just
believe it, Daddy. I don't believe it. I
food
don't believe. I
menu.
would have hit.
Food
I don't
menu.
believe it.
I liked the food that I tried, but it's just like it's just too small. Like they're charging like full entree prices for like a little tiny share plate, and they make it seem like you're getting like a full meal, but it's just this little small thing.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. They should scrap Magic Key Lounge and turn that upstairs into a cocktail mixture lounge. You go there to remember that food and wine experience we had. Can you elaborate on that, Danny? Imagine they created that upper lounge of just you just go up there to mix drinks and have fun, like cool stuff like that. I think that would be an experience a lot of people would pay $40 to $60 for.
Yeah, no, we had a what was it like a spirits and seminar, like a seminar basically where we learned how to make some of our favorite Disney drinks. They did them for Trader Sam's during the Food and Wine Festival. They did one for the Lamplight Lounge, and they did one for the Magic Key Terrace, and Mondo and the Mouse Vibes and I did that one, and it was really fun. We actually got to try the new Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse drink like almost 5 months before it actually debuted, and we didn't even know what it was. But it was cool to make it, and it actually tasted really good, and it was like fun to see like what goes into it. Um, but yeah, they have good food. I feel like at Magic Key Terrace, but it's just some of it's like just kind of like I think the bone marrow mac and cheese. Like a lot of people like I guess really liked that dish. To me, it just kind of looked weird. But it was like way overpriced for how big it was. And then the kids meal, Mondo, remember the kids slider or whatever? When Sonic got that, it was like a bite or something.
It was literally like I feel like a cutie's orange was bigger than that burger.
Yeah. The problem with the Magic Key Terrace is it's like I don't really know what it's supposed to be, and
I'm
I
telling you, turn it into a mixology kind of experience. Because, like, I feel like that concept of mixing drinks and then, like, you drink them. Like, you're not just mixing drinks to just mix them. Like, these are the drinks that you're going to enjoy after you're done creating them. I feel like they could create that, Danny. Like turn it through the seasons. So, like, you have, like, a food and wine festival style. And then you go into some summer drinks that would be really cool that could keep interchanging. And then you go into like Halloween drinks, and then you go
yeah.
into Christmas drinks and stuff. I feel like people would love to do that. Would
Yeah,
love to do
I,
that.
I
It's
feel
just
like
like some catered experience to adults. Because I feel like
yeah,
for the most part, if you're going to Magic Key Terrace, you're probably going for drinks.
yeah, and
Honestly,
it has great drinks. Like the drinks I tried there have been really good. I had like the meatball situation that they've got going on. That was really fun. We
we
also
got
had
Ketra in the house.
there was I forget what other thing we had too that was pretty good. There was like a flatbread or something. Um, but it all was good to me. I just felt like it was high priced for like small
Not enough.
plates.
It was too much money for nothing. Honestly.
Yeah, and the other problem was is there's not enough availability there. And even when you have a reservation, like a lot of people are saying in here, you get checked in and then you have this really really long wait. And it's just because they have too many reservations and people aren't leaving fast enough, or because there's not enough seating. So it just it's I just don't know what it wants to be. You know what I mean? That's why I said
I'm
I don't
telling
know
you,
what it's trying to
scrap
be.
the magic key thing, and nobody care about that. And mixology.
Yeah.
I don't know what the magic key mixology. um, what do you think was the like your favorite season of the year. Now that we've been through them all, what was your favorite season this year?
I feel like this year, gosh, I don't for
For
Disneyland.
me, I think it has to be Christmas. To me, it's
Yeah, I would
Christmas.
say Christmas
Halloween
definitely.
was underwhelming at Disneyland Resort, but Christmas
Yeah,
was incredible.
yeah, I loved Oogie Boogie Bash this year, but I agree. Christmas this year, I felt so much more special because it brought back so much entertainment with it, like that we hadn't had.
Everything. Disney's running on all cylinders during the
Yeah,
holiday
with like
season.
World of Color season of light, and the Believe in Holiday Magic's fireworks show, which
Happy
we were.
Holiday Cavalcade.
Yeah, and festival holidays, in my opinion, had an amazing food lineup that I really enjoyed. So, great
Viva
entertainment.
Navidad
Great
coming
festival
too. God,
vibes.
they did incredible.
So yeah, I agree. Christmas probably was the better season. We're coming up though on, I don't know, Lunar New Year in 2022 was pretty good too because they introduced the parade, like the cavalcade parade that went down. That was really cool, even though it did that weird turnaround thing. And they had some really great food. So I'm excited to see um, what they do for Lunar New Year this year and how much of a change it has, being that the parade goes all the way this time. So.
I'm interested to see how that's going to work out because that's new. That's new for them to do that.
Mhm.
Um, for me, my highlights are definitely Christmas season. Phantasmic returning was pretty huge.
Yeah.
I still watch Phantasmic like it's the first time every single time. I'm just in awe that Phantasmic even exists. It's such a beautiful show, and the reason I say that it even exists, I always feel like I'm in a fairy tale world. When you're watching Phantasmic, like you forget that this is real life. Like I'm in some magical state watching that show. But the trams coming back, I feel like that was an exciting time. Uh, the characters being able to like interact closely, that was a big game changer. It brought that more magical personal touch to everybody's Disneyland trip. Um, did I'm trying to think, was there like a big opening this year or there wasn't? Avenger Campus was last year, huh?
Yeah, Avengers Campus was still in 2020. So,
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to like,
or
yeah,
2021, sorry, when it opened.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was nothing, no big.
I think it
Um,
was like June or July of 2021 when it opened.
yeah, I'm trying to. For me, like the thing that I'm walking away from, like my 2022 year, is Christmas was just beautiful at Disneyland Resort. Um, I've been too many times, and Christmas has kind of grown on me, like out. Like, you know where I'm at with Christmas? I rather just kind of be a DCA because Viva Navidad, and then you have the live music. It's incredible. They have a great lineup on that side. I have been meaning to watch Fat Cat Swingers again, and I've only watched them once. I would like to watch them at least two more times before they're done because they put on a great show. Did you ever have a chance to watch Fat Cat Swingers this year or no?
I did, yeah, but I definitely want to go back, and I'm glad we have a little bit more time with festival holidays because I want to go back, try some more foods from the booths. Because I felt like I didn't get to go as much as I wanted to. So I'm glad we have a little bit of time left after we're unblocked to be able to go back and experience some of that. So
You get like
looking forward
one
to
week, huh? You get like
that.
one
Yeah,
week.
I want to do like the Believe in Holiday Magic again if I can. Um, just see that show. I'm always afraid that they're gonna take that show away. So like I always want to make sure I get.
Man, this could be the last year.
It's really old. It's a really old show. So
Hey,
I mean,
I open with open arms a brand new Christmas show, brand new Christmas parade, brand new everything. Bring it, Disneyland. I would love it. I would love it. Super chat, full throttle. Five Fires, full throttle. Merry Christmas, Five Fires. Hope Super Nintendo World has Christmas theme in 2023, just like Japan. If I had to take a guess, ours definitely does have a Christmas package. I find it really hard to believe that they're going to build that land without transforming it into Christmas. I would say they do. Do you think, in your opinion, they have a Christmas package?
I feel like they built it like that, right? Like when they bought all the stuff, they bought it all for all three versions of it. So I'm sure there's no reason why we wouldn't have it. They've got a Christmas package on Wizarding World of Harry Potter, they're for sure gonna do it on
Easy.
yeah.
Yeah. And, and what better way to keep bringing people back again with the same
Right.
man? Just come on down. But thank you, Full Throttle. Merry Christmas, man. We got the doctor. Just because our boys. What's up, doctor? Merry Christmas, man. Dude, hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holidays with your family and friends. And I hope you win another jackpot, doctor, because he's been on fire. He's been on super fire. But thank you, Raul. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. Christmas at DCA was lit. Tina had her band so far. Do you think there's a couple things that have come this year, and I feel like one of the ones that has fizzled out really hard is magic bands. I don't want to say I dreamed of the day that we would have magic bands at Disneyland, but it's crazy that magic bands have come, and it's just like who cares? At the Emporium, they actually removed magic bands out of there, and they put the Bambi merch. On my last trip, I was like, damn, I would have never thought they removed magic bands from like a prime real estate spot at the Emporium, but they did. So I think even Disneyland's like, people just ain't buying them, dude. You gotta move on with you. We gotta sell stuff. We're not in the business not to sell stuff.
Right.
Do you think 2023 we get a revival of magic band hype? I don't think so. I would say no.
I think when they start to install more infrastructure and and show kind of more what you can actually do with it, it might get more people to utilize it a little bit more. But I think this is a good topic to transition into. What do you think are the two biggest flops from Disney this year, 2022?
Magic bands. Magic bands number one. Disneyland flop. That's hard. They've been pretty successful. Damn. I don't know, Danny. That's a hard one.
So you think just magic bands then?
To me, like I really can't think of a flop with Disney. The one that really stands out to me is magic bands. I think magic bands will be successful once they get incorporated into the hotel experience, because then it's like I need a magic band. A magic band's a necessity.
Right.
I'm still shocked that they would go this far and bring magic bands and not have it be part of your hotel experience. Like, to me, that was a terrible move from a business perspective.
Right.
But I don't know. A flop of Disney, that's a tough one. Anybody in the chat, do you guys have any flops? I don't want to. Okay, I have a flop, but I wouldn't consider it a flop. Grad Night. Grad Night didn't sell out. They got to the point where they had to give away Grad Night to cast members. They literally gave cast members Grad Night tickets because they couldn't sell them. Nobody wanted to go to Grad Night. I went to Grad Night and I loved it. I had a great time. To me, Villains Night was a bust. It was terrible, but it sold out. It sold out. Every ticket sold out, if I'm not mistaken. But Grad Night was one I really enjoyed. I don't think Grad Night will ever come back, but I enjoyed it. Diamond Boy Disney D23.
Yeah.
Let me hit the horn.
I was gonna say D23 Expo is definitely a letdown for parks and resorts. But speaking of that, I feel like the other thing that really fizzled out, that was kind of a flop in my opinion, and not because it's not cool, but I think it's just the way that it was implemented, was the Hulk character in Avengers Campus.
Dude,
they had so much hype about this Hulk character.
No, the exoskeleton or whatever.
Yeah, the exoskeleton like technology at D23,
and it wasn't Thanos.
Even before then, at the Destination D23, like just talking about this, this new technology, and they brought it out for like a few weeks, not even a month, and it's gone already. And I don't even think people remember it. Like, I don't see people asking me in DMs or whatever, where they can meet the Hulk. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal, I would say. I feel like that was a pretty big flop in my opinion. I don't think it really ever drew the kind of crowds that the Mandalorian and that Boba Fett have been drawing when they ever come out inside Galaxy's Edge. So, you know, and then the characters from She-Hulk, like it just there was a lot of flops I think in Avengers Campus, but there was a lot of wins too. Like
Yeah, Avenger Campus killed it this year on the character
yeah,
perspective.
but that Hulk character for sure was definitely one of the flops.
And
And I
Disney spent like $1 million on that outfit. I guarantee they
yeah,
did. It had to have been a lot of money. The design, make it come to life, train somebody to do it, the teams
mhm,
behind it. And what's crazy about the Hulk too, Danny, they never said like, "Hey, Sunday's the last day, so come say your last goodbyes." They're just kind of like, "Yeah, get the Hulk out of here."
yeah,
I think the Hulk having uh, pre-recorded audio was a bad move too. I feel like Hulk talking to you would have been awesome, just like actual communication, essentially like Megatron. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I thought that would have been a great move. Hulk just talking to you, that'd have been sick.
hmm Yeah, they definitely though. I feel like D23 was definitely one of the flops too. Like I'm a huge D23 fan. Everyone knows that. Like I've been to every single one, and but I feel like what really kind of burned everyone was the fact that everything that was truly major was announced right after the whole expo was done. So it's
Yeah,
just like
D23 was 2 weeks later.
yeah, like yeah, literally it was like 2 weeks later. Like they talked about so many more things just randomly, like with random little media things after the event, right afterward, and it was just kind of, uh, it was kind of, disappointing that they didn't offer any of that in the actual event that people had paid very good money to go to, and waited a long time to go to some of these panels, and then they didn't announce anything. The only thing that we really got announced that people got excited for was Portos, which we still don't know when it's opening or where it's going in downtown Disney. We can speculate, but we don't know specifically.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's totally. I guess like I'm picking on Disneyland. What happened to Earl of Sandwich, dude? They said it was coming back. It's never come back.
Yeah,
What the hell? It's
yeah.
just,
It just seemed like overall the they did announce a lot at D23, right? Expo in general, but for the parks, it just seemed like they were really not prepared for it, which is weird because it's almost like they had a whole presentation of things they wanted to talk about, and then someone like took it away from them, like right before, and was like, "You can't talk about this anymore. You have to build a new one," and then gave them like a week's notice to do it, and then they were like in charge of making this like really quick presentation of what to announce, like right before, and I definitely think, and David and I talked about this in our 2023 predictions, but he said that he thinks that the San Francisco portion of Disney California Adventure is just not going to happen. He thinks it's just not coming. So
so no San Francisco.
yeah, that's what his theory is because he feels like it was just tacked on, and that basically there's it's going to be one of the things that's cut with like Bob Iger coming back, potentially bringing back Tom Staggs, and they just don't want that to be done to that area without there being really, because what really are they going to offer there? They're going to have
Nothing. It's just it doesn't even make sense because I feel like you putting San Francisco there. What about the other restaurants and the other theming that's there?
yeah. Well, that's the thing is like
Honestly, what they should do is extend Cars Land. Why
yeah,
not extend the theming of Cars Land?
the artwork showed that Cocina Cucamonga was still there, so that's not changing. That's not going to be any different. It did show the um, the like their bakery cafe, the Lucky Cat Cafe, I think it's called, from the movie, like replacing the Pacific Wharf Cafe. Um, so that was a change. But what about Lucky Fortune Cookery? What about Ghirardelli Chocolate Factory, like ice cream shop. You know, the bread tour and all that. Like, where does the Baymax meet and greet go? Like, there's just a lot of questions. And
Yeah,
so it,
let's get into this real quick, dude. Let's get it. This is a
yeah.
good topic to talk about. This is the San Francisco. Um, why does Disney go the route of spending the money to do this? You know
Yeah,
what
and
I
if you
mean?
look at it, Mondo, there's nothing that's changed. It's really just painting the building that's already there. None of those buildings are new. That's everything that's there already. They're hanging some lanterns that have Baymax on them, and then even the bridge itself is entirely the same. The only difference is that they put those pillars,
On the
but that
top.
if you look
Yeah.
at the bottom, it's the exact look of the bridge that's already there.
So
So
this
it's more like
this
a
this project could honestly probably be done in like a 2-3 month span. Just bloop bloop done.
yeah. It's really the big part would just be installing those really tall additions to the bridge.
It
Um,
but why extend the footprint of Baymax? Why when you think about Baymax, Baymax is Marvel. Why extend Marvel in a Pacific Wharf? I don't get it. I don't get that move.
yeah, it's weird. It is weird. It is a weird move. The Lucky Cat Cafe would be fun if that was there, but like, what are they going to serve? You know what I mean? Like, we already have, and then
Fortune Cookery.
but then it'd also be right next to a restaurant called Lucky Fortune Cookery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's there.
So like two Lucky restaurants. I don't know. That'd be weird. And then not only that, but people forget that Pacific Wharf Cafe, the boating bread that they make there, they make that for everywhere. They make that for every restaurant in the whole resort that uses bread bowls.
So that ain't going nowhere.
They use them at Grand California. They use them at Disneyland. They use it all over the place. And so that's where all the bread's made for the whole resort, at least the sourdough. So I don't like. Is it still going to serve sourdough bread? Like, I would assume they still need to make
Nah,
it.
they have to. That bread, dude. That bread is such a moneymaker for Disney. To keep this conversation moving, talking about Baymax, we got confirmation, Danny, from Disney themselves, that Baymax will be flying over the freaking castle with Wondrous Journey. I just want to throw this out there because this is just like the heat check. I'm gonna call it the heat check. There's really not a lot of hype from anything into this celebration. I know that they unveiled this the casita from Encanto, but it seems like to me it just seems like the excitement is not there. Um, I think this is the best way I could iterate. When Magic Happens was coming, people were going crazy. Even when Mickey's Mixed Magic was coming, people went nuts. And I feel like with this 100 celebration, I don't really feel like the hype's kind of there, dude. Because I think for a lot of people still, they're kind of like, what the hell's 100? 100? It ain't 100 of Disneyland. 100th of what? I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like the heat check, it's like at a 4 out of 10 for this 100 celebration at Disney. I feel people are more excited about Toontown opening than necessarily this 100 celebration. What are your thoughts, Danny? We have more information now with the 100th Wondrous Journey fireworks show.
Yeah.
To me, I'm at a 10 out of 10 excited. I'm super excited.
Real Mass Media in the chat, Mondo, saying, remember that nasty Chinese chicken salad that the Cali Bay got at Pacific Wharf?
I try not to remember that garbage. It's still garbage. I never went back to Pacific. What is it called? Pacific Wharf?
Pacific Wharf
Yeah,
Cafe.
I don't eat there at all, ever. I won't go back.
I'm really excited for both Wondrous Journeys and for World of Color 1. I'm excited that they're going to feature every Disney animated feature. And Disney even called out some great ones like Treasure Planet, which has an excellent soundtrack. Princess and the Frog, which has an excellent soundtrack. They have the Encanto, of course. It looks cool that they have Casita that's like right on the castle, but Disneyland's castle doesn't have the best projections, like as far as clarity is concerned, right? And Mondo and I talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not like on like Cinderella Castle, Magic Kingdom
Walt
status.
Disney World projections are nasty. They're so good.
Yeah, I feel like the projections on Main Street really kind of envelop you a little more. So I know this looks really enticing as like artwork, being like, oh my god, it looks so cool on the castle, but like really there's such a small space of people that can actually see it like this.
And then there's
you know?
trees in the hub, so people in Main Street don't even get to see all this.
Yeah, so I think I personally would rather watch it on Main Street, and hopefully they do kind of like the casita buildings like all along down Main Street. So that'll be fun, or seeing what they do even on It's a Small World if you're watching it over there too. So
Yeah. Let me see real quick. The I want to bring it up. They showed some of this stuff on that special right here, Danny. Hold on. Let me go back. They themselves.
What
There we
happened?
go. I won't play the audio, but they showed the stuff down Main Street. It's pretty cool. Look right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me see. I did a video on this like maybe 3 days ago. And I was like, I don't think anybody cared. I met this guy by here, by the way. Super awesome. Super awesome. I think his name is Peterson. Last name Peter. He's awesome. Freaking awesome. He made Magic Happens, by the way, that guy.
Oh, okay.
So he works on badass projects. Yeah, look at that, Danny. Like you were saying, I almost want to say the projections in Small World are really good. Small World has great projections.
It does. It does. Yeah. I was just gonna call it in the chat. T Solemn B said no mention of early films. They mentioned Peter Pan. That's an early film, and Treasure Planet's from the '90s. Like no one ever talks about that. So,
Yeah, I talked about Treasure Planet with my sister, and she's like it was like during the gosh, what is the name?
it was
What's the
during
film
that.
call it? Tarzan.
Yeah, it was during
Tarzan
the
took the hype.
Tarzan, like Brother Bear, Treasure Planet, Atlantis, like that whole era. Hunchback of Notre Dame, all that.
Dude, Disney was on fire back then. Each one of those movies are awesome.
Yeah.
um, how does Disney incorporate all these films? Because right here, look, Wondrous Journey will feature nods to every film released by the iconic studio over the past century with music, characters, special moments from your favorite Encanto, Hercules, The Princess and the Frog, Peter Pan, Frozen, Treasure Planet, Big Hero 6, Moana, and more. The one thing we also got, Danny, was that this is going to be a 13-minute show. What were your thoughts when you heard about that? About it being 13 minutes?
That definitely is on the shorter end, right? I think Remember Dreams Come True is like 17 minutes. Believe in Holiday Magic, I don't know how long that one is, but I feel like it's a longer show. But 13 minutes is kind of short to include every animated film that's ever existed.
You know what I said? The way they're gonna do it is they're gonna do all these cool moments, and then the last 1 minute finale, just big fireworks popping off.
They're gonna have all the characters.
Just a highlight reel of freaking little split second, like 60 movies coming through in 60 seconds. I think that's how it happens, Daddy.
Yeah, but to include every film, they're starting with Snow White and going all the way to, are they going to Wish, or are they going to right before Wish, which was, I guess...
Hey, I better see Avatar, right? Avatar should be part of this.
Well, no, they said it's just the animated movies, right?
Oh, animated movies.
Yeah.
Damn. I have to dude, I'm not Disney top 50 animated movie. I'm just curious what even comes up when I put that on there. Let me see. So I just went to IMDb. I'm just curious, what could we expect from this, you know? Let me go back real quick. So, okay. We could Pinocchio, Snow White, Fantasia. Dumbo, Bambi, Saludos Amigos, 1942. Wow. The Three Caballeros. That'll be kind of cool to see Three Caballeros on the castle. Make My Music, Fun and Fancy Free. Dude, there's just a lot of stuff I've never heard of. Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan. Damn, Peter Pan's 1953. Wow. I don't know what I would like to see on the castle, but they have quite a bit. I don't know how they're gonna fit all this stuff in there, dude. You know one movie that every time I bring it up, people go crazy over? The Fox and the Hound. I've never seen it, but people love that movie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Cauldron, Great Mouse Detective. People, that's another one, dude. I hope Oliver and Company has a section in the show. I love Oliver and Company. That's a good movie.
Great. It has great music.
Yeah, dude. Oliver and Company is so good. The Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. Here are all the heavy hitters. Wow, look at all these, dude. Damn.
That era, the Tarzan era.
Dude, that 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch. Oh, look, there's Treasure Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Bear. Have you seen Brother Bear?
Heck yeah.
Damn, I never seen that one. Home on the Range. That's another one somebody said to me, and I was like, Home on the Range? What? Damn, Chicken Little is Disney? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Meet the Robinsons, Bolt, Tangled. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they incorporate 13 minutes, freaking, who knows how many. I don't know how many animated stuff they have. But they confirmed that Baymax will fly over the castle. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to see how that happens. But Tarzan flying over the castle would have been pretty cool too. That would have been really cool. We got JD with the super chat. Congratulations, Callie Boo. Baby tonight, man. Thank you. I can't wait. I've been on baby watch for a while. I don't know when this baby's gonna come, but I feel like I've got to a point where the anticipation is too much. I want the baby. I just want the baby now. I want the I feel like this like big cloud of unknown is above you and building as a baby comes. I'm at the point where like I'm just ready to be a dad. I'm ready to do all the dad stuff and you know what I mean. Let me see. All right. Okay. I want to end a quick Q&A and then we'll go into our final thoughts on everything. But I feel like Disneyland, they've had an incredible year. Incredible year. Fantasmic returning. All this insane lineup they have for Christmas time. It's beautiful. I really wish, the one thing I will say, and I probably sound ridiculous every time I say it, but I mean it. Halloween needs to come back to Disneyland. I'm over the Oogie Boogie, dude. Bring it back to Disneyland. Bring Halloween back to Disneyland, because when it's at Disneyland, it's on another level. On another level. Or Disneyland goes so hard that you do a freaking Mickey's Halloween party and Oogie Boogie Bash. God damn, that'd be nasty. It'd be the greatest year of theme park history Halloween wise. The Fox and the Hound is so sad. I've never seen it. Peter Pan will be 70 next year. Damn. I'm beyond it. Dude, I can't wait to bring the baby around, everybody, Bowman. Let's see.
Better Steve says, get your sleep in while you can, Mondo.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm not scared of that. I feel like, yeah, I'm just ready to be a dad. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hercules could go to the distance during the fireworks or World of Color. Oh, yeah. Before we get out of here, World of Color, Danny. We heard the rumblings, and it's pretty strong speculation that World of Color 1 will have a Star Wars section. A lot of people have alluded that it's probably going to be Mandalorian, which, why not? It'd be kind of weird to see Kylo Ren, Rey stuff. I would like to see, honestly, if they did some Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian stuff, maybe Ahsoka, that'd be dirty. Bring it, baby. Ahsoka would be sick at World of Color. And then we also heard Avengers will be at World of Color. And we've been saying, why haven't they done that for the longest? What do you think of those additions, Danny? Are you excited to see that at World of Color 1?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have been talking about like having, Marvel and Star Wars have more of a presence in the nighttime spectaculars, and other than seeing it at Star Wars night, it'll be nice to have it on like a current show that's always happening. I think it's gonna bring that. People are gonna get really into that. So super super cool. One thing we forgot, Mondo, and actually Corn 16 brought up in the chat. We forgot about last summer, which was spectaculars. You and I went to that media event.
Yeah.
And we got Main Street Electrical Parade back. We got Disneyland Forever back, which everyone loves, for a small period.
I feel like Main Street Electrical was a humongous success for Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
People came every night, dude. It was always packed.
It was. It wasn't my highlight, but I definitely liked having Believe in Holiday or Disneyland Forever back. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Clay says, question, with Wondrous Journey theme song, how do you think they'll incorporate the music from all these classic Disney movies? Seems hard. Will they? But to hit us in our feels, they need to. I don't know how you incorporate all that, Danny. I don't know. If Wondrous Journey was 25 minutes, I could be like, I get it. But in 13 minutes span, I don't know. You already know the last 1 minute is like their big Wondrous Journey anthem. What are the other 12 minutes? I don't know. It's gonna be, that's such a challenge. I'm excited to see it. Is there one song you really want, Danny, in this Wondrous Journey, or just at least a nod to a movie? Anything?
Well, I'm glad that we're getting Moana, because I feel like that has some really iconic music in it that that we can have. It would be, they said Hercules too, so so you can't go wrong with the Hercules soundtrack. So it's probably one of the best parts of Happily Ever After is the Hercules segment. So
yeah, I love Hercules.
Yeah, so like there's gonna be some good ones in here, but yeah, just give us some Tarzan soundtrack, man. Phil Collins, the Clay Elgin in the chat puts it right. Phil Collins did not have to go that hard, but he went that hard for Tarzan, man. That there isn't a single bad song on that soundtrack. It's just so good.
Yeah, Moana's gonna be nice to hear. I hope Remember Me comes back too. We had Remember Me already before, and Together Forever. I hope we get Aladdin. Some Aladdin nods would be great. Hunchback of Notre Dame has beautiful songs. I don't ever recall Hunchback of Notre Dame being featured at Disneyland. I can't recall one, so that would be cool. But I'm excited.
It is featured on Happily Ever After.
Exactly, it is, and it's beautiful with the projections over there. It's amazing. Let me see. I'm just reading the chat right now. Oh, by the way, we got a super chat from Melissa. Dropping the 5 flyers on the Venmo. I better hear Immortals by Fall Out Boy theme song for Big Hero 6 while Baymax is flying. Also, big flop is when they didn't play Walt's opening speech on Disneyland's birthday this year. Did they do that in other years?
They did. Yeah.
I just want to throw this out there. I always say Disneyland, it's almost like they don't care about their birthday. But they didn't do that this year?
No, they didn't do that. Mm-mm.
Damn. Maybe they had technical difficulties. I find that hard to believe that they would leave that out on purpose. You know what I mean?
Did you?
I do have one flop, but I feel like it was from last year. I won't bring it up this year. I won't bring it up. What'd you say, Danny?
Did you record when they played the Wondrous Journeys anthem fireworks song in the D23 Expo?
I do. I think they play it in that video. Hold on. I think they play it. You know what? Let's just watch this. I really don't care about the copyright issue. Let's just watch this because I feel like it's worth it. We got Demi and Mystery Bear right there. All right, hold on. Stand by.
Quite like Disneyland. This is the culmination of what the parks do best.
What the heck?
Extraordinary passion and love for the Walt Disney theme parks.
No one does a spectacular.
Oh my gosh.
Quite like
I don't know
Disneyland.
what's happening right
This
there.
is the culmination
Hold on, let me hit
of what
refresh
the
right
parks
there.
do best and what our studio does best.
The 100th celebration.
I don't know what happened right there. All right, let me hit play again, Daddy. Hold on. It just like wasn't loading right. I don't know why. Okay.
Spectacular is a monumental task, and it takes a team of extraordinarily
The heck is going on? It's like skipping.
talented artisans, from engineers to
Dude, I feel like there's something wrong with YouTube. I don't know. I won't play it.
Can you just drag the thing back to the beginning?
No, it's all loaded, but it's not playing right.
team of extraordinarily talented artisans.
Yeah, it's just weird. All right. Did they put that on their Twitter or anything? Probably not.
No.
Oh well, we'll play that a different time.
Well, they had the full live version of the performance at D23 when we were there. I just didn't know if you had recorded that or not.
I might have. Let me see.
It
I
was
have
the
to.
Perks panel, but I don't know if you recorded that or not.
D23. They did that on the Parks panel.
They did it in the Parks panel, yeah.
All right, let me see. I'll search for it real quick. I'm trying to. Let me see. Hold on.
My gosh, do we have a 100th anniversary celebration in
Here
store
we
for
go.
all of you. As you know, we're calling it Disney 100 Years of Wonder. And as Bob said, it's going to be the biggest celebration in our company's history. Throughout 2023, we're inviting you to share the wonder with us on social media because we want to hear more of your Disney stories. Each of our destinations around the world, on land and at sea, will showcase the anniversary in their own way. We'll have plenty of new entertainment, we'll have new merchandise, we'll have special new food, we'll have drinks, and so much more. There will be more art.
There it is. We're gonna hear the song too.
I feel it now, it's you and me, a gentle stream of energy. I know it's wonder. From dream to a wish to one very first try, from jumping to falling to learning to fly. Each stroke of a painter, each motion that meets the eye. It's the magic that we call life.
You know, Daddy, revisiting that song, does this scream 100 Celebration Disney for you?
I don't know if it's gonna be,
I feel like the day I watched it, it hit me different. I don't know, dude. You know what I kept seeing in the background of that video is they kept showing Epcot. I don't know if you caught that.
yeah, they never even showed Disneyland. They showed the Magic Kingdom, and then they showed Harmonious.
Yeah, what's up with that? Like, I thought this is Disneyland. Wondrous Journey.
It depends on how it's performed, right? So maybe it's more like dance feeling than it is folky. Like maybe this is just how it was performed live. There was a lot of strings though. Although when they did Magic Happens live at D23 Expo, it was pretty similar to what it was when it came actually out. So
Yeah, did Magic Happens D23? I'm curious. Oh, do they? Oh man, I don't even see. Did Magic Happens sound like Magic Happens? Do you remember? I can't remember.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't like when we heard it at the theme park. It sounded different. It sounded the same, honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a good take of what it's gonna sound like. That song is pretty long. I'm guessing it's gonna be like the final 2-minute finale of the song. I think it's the finale.
Yeah, they're gonna have the actual songs from the movies, and then they're gonna end like that. It'll start with a version a version of that song, and then it'll end with like a bridge into the finale of that song. So, it's and I could see them like in that like kind of just going through like Mondo was saying all the different movies at the end, like kind of just flashing through everything. I mean, I'm going to withhold any judgment.
Yeah, we got to be in the moment. You know, it could be freaking mind blowing in the moment at the time. I feel like Disneyland has a lot riding on this. This is a big deal. It's the 100th of the company, so they for sure are going to put a lot of effort. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it in person. Closing thoughts, Danny. This is it for us until next year. Closing thoughts.
We talked about a lot of the big hits and some of the big misses this year. I hope Disney keeps on that upward trend. We have a new CEO, potentially a whole new executive team for the parks staff. So we'll have to see kind of what that ends up being. We're getting some much needed changes at Indiana Jones. So things are looking, on the up and up. The things I want to see, the park hopping rule, let's drop that completely. We don't need to see reservations go away. That's fine if they don't. Just the park hopping rule. And then also some changes to Disney Genie Plus, because I just feel like right now it's not really all that good. And also I would love for the audio moments that they have as part of Disney Genie Plus to be free. Like, I think
just make them free, dude, right?
Yeah. But that's basically my final thoughts. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely Knott's too. This is like Knott's year, right? They got Fiesta Village. They have the 50th anniversary for Scary Farm. So let's hope they bring it for Scary Farm. Please, Knott's Berry Farm, sell the Scary Farm pass again this year. Don't let this be the only year you don't do it. And then I'm excited to see the new Knott's Berry Farm Hotel. I'll definitely want to stay there when it reopens the new rooms. And I'm excited for, there's so much stuff happening. We got Super Nintendo World next month, basically.
Gosh, we got everything next month.
Yeah, we got the Mickey and Minnie's right after that. It's just going to be banger after banger. And then we go right into Lunar New Year. Then we go into Food and Wine Festival. Just
after dark events, all that.
Yeah.
Real quick,
next year.
Real quick, since the whole concept of copyright, I don't even care on this live stream. I want to show this because it's just so good. It's so good. Because I know for a fact we haven't seen this in a long time. I want to play it for everybody. Whoa.
still love that Together Forever.
It's just the 100th has a lot to live up to, dude.
When it all ends, I'll have old Buzz Lightyear to keep me company for infinity and beyond.
Man, dirty, dude. Does a 100 celebration get to that? I'm not trying to hate. But when you look back and see the projections, I get what you're saying about the projections. I could almost see the Main Street stuff probably being cooler because they just have more.
Yeah.
There's more space. The castle. We have a small castle.
Yeah, we don't have a very big castle to project on.
And
So-
maybe that's why they brought those fountains to add to the grand aspect of projections on the castle, because the 100th Wondrous Journey will have fountains. We still don't know if they'll project on the fountains or not. I have no idea, but I'm guessing they are.
Yeah. There's there's a lot to be seen still, so we'll have to keep an eye on it all and see how it all unfolds for Disney 100. I hope the food that they offer for Disney 100 is really cool too.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I have a feeling Pixar Fest is gonna come back. I'm just gonna throw it out there, dude. This is just too good to not bring back. Like, what?
When it all ends, I'll have old Buzz Lightyear to keep me company for infinity and beyond.
Disney bet. I was going crazy that day. That fireworks show hit so hard that day. My gosh. Closing thoughts. It's been an incredible year at theme parks. I'm so thankful to have this platform and opportunity to cover theme parks throughout the seasons. I love Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios Hollywood, and most importantly, Disneyland. It's been incredible. I'm very excited where things are going next year, and I'm excited to enjoy these moments with Danny. Man, it's been an incredible year, Danny. You're freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot more now that you got baby fires coming.
I got a baby fire. Oh man! All I know is when that baby comes, the content on this channel is probably for sure going to go down. But come the 27th and beyond, we're going to be firing all cylinders. So it's going to be good. All right, Danny. Thank you. so much for another incredible Speculation Sunday. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for just hanging out with us. I know everybody's busy and traveling and doing their own Christmas stuff. So we say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for hanging out with us on this beautiful Christmas. And happy holidays to everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's. And we will, here on Five Fires YouTube, be going live from Disneyland Resort. I don't know if we'll be at Disneyland or DCA come 12 o'clock, but we will be live streaming. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be a big end to the year. Danny, when can we find your newest podcast episode?
So that I'm glad that you brought that up because I was going to bring that up. So normally it's on Monday, but I'm trying to transition actually now that David's no longer on the podcast. I'm trying to transition to like a format where I invite more guests on. But my current platform doesn't really like work well with that. So I'm moving to a new platform. So the new episode will be out on Tuesday rather than Monday. So not tomorrow, but Tuesday. So just because I'm currently trying to transition it, and it's like I guess it takes a little bit longer than I thought to do like a what do you call it? Moving from one platform to the other. Like they have to talk to each other and it has to get approved. So it hasn't been approved yet. So I'm hoping that's all ready to go so that it can launch with no issue. Because I don't want to have to start over and I want to transition everyone. So if you're already subscribed, you can just stay subscribed. You don't have to do anything. So, but yeah, look forward to that on Tuesday instead of Monday.
And it'll be still at the sources we can find you at?
Yeah, same thing. So 5571, no changes. It just will be me and a guest rather than me and David. So,
all right, let's do it. Where can they find you right now? If they wanted to find some episodes, where can they find you right now?
They can subscribe to the podcast now and listen to all the past episodes on any podcast platform. Just search the 5571 podcast. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really post on TikTok anymore like Mondo either. I just
I don't know if I said that on YouTube. I just deleted the TikTok app. I'm done with TikTok. Nothing bad happened. I don't have nothing against TikTok. I just feel like time is valuable, and I feel like I was doing productive stuff on TikTok. Anytime I brought up TikTok, I literally just kind of aimlessly like trying to find that next viral thing, and I was like, what am I doing? I don't really care to put content there because of time. I'm already doing YouTube, Instagram, trying to do Twitter a little bit. I feel like that's where my time needs to be. And then the baby, my girlfriend, the family, and then to extend it all the way to TikTok. And then most importantly, Shorts is coming in a big way come January. Yeah. That's important. So yeah. I don't really care about TikTok.
I'd rather put more time and investment on Shorts and YouTube as well. But you can also subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm hoping to relaunch with some new stuff there in 2023. But yeah, the podcast is my big thing. I want to keep that going, have as many guests on as I can, make it interesting. But yeah, you can follow me on all those places. And of course, here on Speculation Sunday every week.
Let's do it. Deanna with the super chat. Merry Christmas, Mondo and Danny. Thank you so much, Deanna. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. I appreciate your super chat and kindness. Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. Stay safe. I know a lot of people are traveling. Travel safely. Please, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. And big thank you, Danny. Freaking amazing year, dude. amazing year, man. You're the best. Thank you, Deanna. 5 fires of Deanna. All right, everybody. We are firing it down. The Cali Bay and Just As Danny are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.